Shut up, I was fixing my makeup. Yeah, fixing my makeup. Backs, bro. Yeah, I was doing my makeup, so shut up. Fucking my phone screen just cracked. That's sweet, thank you. But see, I'm not a pretty lady, so that's why I need makeup. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Someone, I want to figure out, oh, you know how I could test it right now, couldn't I? Did it read the message? Did it read the message or no? Oh, duh, it won't because I have, okay, because TTS is separate. I forgot, my bad. Thank you. I wonder how I test that. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Later on I will, yeah. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, later on I'm gonna go on TikTok, yeah. But, hey. How are you, man? Later on I'm gonna go on TikTok after I take a bath, probably. And then, my biggest thing is, my latest video on my TikTok shows my new account. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Yeah, my newest video. Oh, what the fuck? No, yeah, my second account. And so once that gets built up a little bit, I'll go live there. I actually got some dishes to do. You know it. I love doing dishes. They're my favorite. If y'all need to learn how to do dishes, I'll teach you. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I didn't see. What do you mean? Now I'm confused. Silly goose. Taxes? I can teach you how to do taxes. I know how to do taxes. It's funny. Smart ass. We need more life skills. Well, I don't know how to sew, but I can definitely teach you how to cook and to do dishes and to mop, and yeah, there's a few life skills I could teach you. That's funny. Does it still show up Amber HHHH because I had to freaking have a copycat because it hurts. I have a copycat that I'm dealing with. Yeah, it's going around and starting shit. That's kind of like I'm shit. Angles is exactly math. What do you mean kind of? What do you mean kind of like math? Kind of like math. That's funny. Someone go do my TTS. See if it works. But don't say anything stupid. We need a sex ed class, so I could definitely do a sex ed class. Definitely could do that. Yeah, go see if my TTS works. But don't do anything stupid on it. When do you guys do it? Actually, it's funny you say that because we did sex ed in 6th or 7th grade, and at that point we had like block classes, so like everything was an hour and a half, so like A day and B day, and so our teacher was getting ready because for some reason we had our sex ed teacher was our God, what teacher was he? I don't remember what teacher he taught or what he taught, but so we had sex ed like once a week, and I remember him like starting to talk about the male and female anatomy, and whenever he would say penis, or vagina, somebody would giggle, and at first it was like we would snicker and stuff. Well, then he got pissed because he's like, you guys are at the age now where you're just getting curious and blah 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 blah, and he's like, if you guys can't talk about it, you shouldn't even be able to have it or think about it. And we're just like, huh? And he literally made us sit there for like 45 minutes and repeat the words just like that. See, said he made us repeat penis and vagina over and over and over again until nobody giggled. Ugh, that's funny to color the parts. Oh my god, that's weird. That's weird. But I shit you not, nobody giggled about the word penis or vagina after that class. Not anybody I was in class with. And it makes sense, like, if you're gonna, think about it or talk about it, or not talk about it, if you can think about it or consider doing it, you should be able to talk about it. So, what do you mean by chill? Like, showed you pornos or something? Like, what does that mean? Yeah, what does chill mean? Oh, I'm gonna have some like pumpkin roll. Oh yes, I totally forgot about that. Oh shit. Let's see if I can get this to sit up here. No, I haven't been banned on here yet, no. I've seen some crazy shit go down for people to not be banned, so I'd be really pissed if I did. Really pissed. Like really, really, really pissed. Damn it. These are greasy. Okay. Look what I got. Teach us things so you get at 18. Um, oh, I'd have to teach you to not think with your penis, and I don't know if I can do that. That's like hard to do. I don't know if anybody could do that. You know. Someone go see if my TTS is working. Somebody go do it. Just go donate $1. Don't be cheap. Go see if I got the TTS working, because I've really been trying for days, like a week now. And I think I finally figured it out. You gotta learn how to pull it out of the... Nope. See, right there's a common misconception, because even before you finish, there's still pre-finish. Not in here, no. Anyways, so there's still pre-finish, and that can actually still impregnate a woman. So another misconception, there you go. That's why you wear a condom. And you can get pregnant the first time, too. It doesn't matter. Just saying. Actually, I should probably do that. Okay, so like, do you know, okay, so guys have, well, I mean, probably guys and girls, but guys have like 1,000 nerve endings in their eyelid. And apparently some guys like it too. Some guys like their eyelids to be licked. Yeah, good like that. Actually, they have condoms out. They're a little more expensive, but they're made out of wool skin. So they're actually really soft, and you can't tell that you're wearing one. Like really, it's like smooth. I've never used them before, but I know about them. I'm broke. Ah, you're good. Anyways, yeah, so go ahead, ask me some more questions. Yeah, I know you're broke. But yeah, go ahead, ask me some more questions. Let's see. Because I know a lot about it. Shit. You're hella persistent, that's what you are. Yes, wear protection, that's right. Don't be a big baby. Anyways, yes, always wear protection. Or don't have it at all. That's the best way to not have babies. Ah, damn it. That's the best way. And I'll tell you something actually, but it's so no fun. That's funny. People don't realize this, but if you wash, when you wash dishes with hot water and you think you have all the soap out, if you can still smell the soap, I know it makes me laugh too. Cause I just picture like a cow and its udders. But Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh yeah. If you rinse the soap out with cold water, it actually takes out the smell of the soap and the taste of the smoke. Just smoke of the soap. I'm trying to do this quietly so I don't wake everybody up. I'm trying to go to sleep. They'll be mad at me. See, to me, this is more in real life than if I've been running around spraying people in the face with mace and shit. Like, I don't get it. Just saying. What mom? Did your mom teach you how to do laundry too? Damn it. Are you gonna reread the whole book of that book? I'm sorry, you're pretty bored. Hey, too much fun. Which tribe am I mixed with? What do you mean by that? I actually am Native American, but I don't understand what you mean by mixed with. It's kind of an obvious question if you actually know history. Oh, okay, that's cool. I was like, dang, Sarah. That's crazy. Women who run with wolves. Interesting. Yeah, most people nowadays, I mean, it's rare to find a full-blown Indian. I know what you mean by Native, but what do you mean? Okay, I'm actually a Mohawk Indian, Mohican Indian, from the East Coast, actually. I'm not going to tell you the whole story because it'll be a way of doxing myself. But my great-great-great-great-grandfather founded a, well, territory they would have called it then, but founded a city in Milker tribe. He founded a city in New York, and had an affair on my grandmother because she was sterile. And it's actually in the history books, had an affair with a 100% Mohican Indian. Well, considering some platforms, it doesn't really register immediately when you log off. So you would think that they're on, but they're not. They actually went to bed and just closed out of the, app, and instead of like logging out completely. So if they just went to their home screen and didn't log out, it could show them on for half an hour until it registers that they're not. But it might take about half an hour for the system to register they haven't been active, and then it'll show them unactive, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm part of don't you say it, Pope, don't you say it, I already know. Anyways, like I said, my great-grandfather had an affair with a 100% Mohican Indian, and that is how our family line was started, and there's only one family line. Well, then if you like her, then maybe she doesn't feel the same way, but she still wants to be friends with you. And she's just trying to let you down nicely. Or you're being like a girl and reading too much into things. I don't know. It could be several different things. She's yours. And so technically saying really sus kind of is like, I mean, you know, that's not a fair statement. And how old is she? Because just like I tell everybody, you know, you don't know what love is until you have a child. Okay. Well, yeah, it's still, you know, has you there. But, you know, you don't know, you won't know, you as in general, people don't know what love is until they have a kid. That's when you really fully understand what love is. Because I thought I loved, you know, my 16-year-old boyfriend, and I lost my virginity to. Looking back, no, it was just the strongest that I'd ever cared about somebody at that point in my life. And then, so it's like a lot X. Is it better now? You know what CX, or you wouldn't have it in your title. I know what DX is, but I don't know what CX is. Oh, it was buffering that whole time? I didn't know what was going on. I don't know what's going on. My internet shows full bars. So I don't know. Oh, I know what. It's probably trying to bounce back and forth from my Wi-Fi to my neighbor's Wi-Fi. I never thought of it. Because I'm so close right now with it in the window. That's crazy. That's weird. That's trippy. I wonder why. I'll have to check in a minute when my hands are dried off. Okay, well, what was the last thing you guys heard me say? There's some cream cheese. Oh my god. Scurf the Jerk. A lot of people saw me on that TikTok live. Like 14,000 people saw me on that TikTok live. Is that why you're here? Just because of that live? He's asking for a friend. There possibly might be, as long as people aren't cheap as hell. And I seriously doubt your uncle is a virgin. And no, I don't just sleep with anybody. I have a fiance. Weird. I think I see it glitching now. Because he knows what I did. And I made a lot of money. Yeah, exactly. What's crying alligator? I don't get it. I know you're trying to be a simple type of troll right now, but... Is it? Oh, that's cute. I'm glad that you like that, Sarah. TikTok chat is a very scary place. Yes, it is. Very scary place. And I try to be nice and respond to everybody, but some people are just too weird. My dog cuddling. Aw, dogs are good. God, dogs are good company. It is way over my head because I wasn't very familiar with the whole crow and roach and fucking alligator thing, like gator. Like I didn't know what the terms meant, but I admitted to being new. Just chill in here. You could practice. Shut the hell up. And that's what animals are. They're literally. Yes, I've heard gator skin. And I've heard actually quite a bit of his, well, wasn't it gator? I thought it was called gator. Oh yeah, it is called gator skin. Yeah, I've heard quite a bit. Actually, what is it? Two finger, actually, one of my favorite ones, actually. And I don't know if you've heard of, you ever heard of Nathaniel the Great? Nate the Great online? He's a music producer, worked with like Khalid and stuff like that. I actually sent some of his tracks over there to him. Aww, poor baby. I'm glad he lived. Pockets. I'll have to listen to that one then. I like him, not for like anything really besides like just how honest he is in them. I mean, it's like it's not like fake shit. Yeah, I even made a different channel, scarf. But only for the right amount, because the other day people were being all hella cheap. So that's not how that works. Ooh, shit, I almost knocked everything over. And I ain't shy about it either, like I don't care. Some notifications. The last video on my TikTok shows my new account. Why don't you? I'm thinking about doing that, and it's because I don't mind like flashing my chest and like taking some pictures, but the whole like I don't know, I just don't want the whole world to see all the rest of it. Oh, hi, James. So, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Well, yeah, but not on OnlyFans, like, there's videos and stuff. Yeah, I use Snapchat. I was told that it doesn't close in October anymore because they made a deal with the bank or whatever. And at first they weren't gonna shut down the site, they were just gonna remove nudity. Yeah, that's what I just heard. Oh, where'd my best friend go? Yeah, too much backlash, basically. Because I didn't even know that OnlyFans was for anything else aside from that. I'd always known or heard about it for being a site for models. Women who run with wolves. Okay, look. First of all, the fact that you keep checking it like that means there's probably, okay, so there's no way to hide that kind of like behavior. And I'm not trying to like be mean or call you out on it, but like obsessing over how long they've been on and not talking to you is not, it's, well, first of all, it's draining for you or yourself, your stress, like, you know, your mental like self. But you know, that kind of stuff could come off like a little bit needy, and some girls, you know, don't like that, especially at that age. So I mean, 100% honesty, basically make her think that you want nothing to do with her and that it doesn't bother you. Yeah, see, that's your issue. So I'm a girl, so I 100% know this is a fact. The more that she knows that you don't like her, don't want her, the more you're gonna have her attention. Just saying. Well, that's, yeah, yeah, that's when you're older, you know, older, like my age, older, that kind of quality is sought after. However, at your age, basically conceited a-holes are what girls like, apparently. It's rare for a person your age, especially a female, hey Darcy, to actually you know, be attracted to that, because your guys' age. Okay, well, but again, at that age, she's not going to see it like that. She's just going to see that we're selfish. Girls are very selfish creatures. For the most part, we are. Like I said, at that age, it's just seen as like a needy, like, you know, I need my space. Like, if we're not together, I don't have to answer to you type thing. So, like I said, the more that she thinks you're pulling away from her, the more you'll have her attention. In all honesty. It's true, women like bad boys because good guys come up. Exactly. But as you get older, it's different. It's as you get older, you want that safe security, like, you know, that's what you want. Yeah. Well, then you need to quit fucking worrying about that it's been 40 minutes, she's been online and hasn't talked to you. Well, it depends on the age, Hope. Well, then she definitely doesn't need you pressing her, and I'm not saying you are, and you're just asking me for, the answer, but well, it could be a number of things. It could be that she doesn't want you to see that side of her. Maybe, she's stressed. Maybe she's just telling you she has a lot going on. I mean, it could be anything. So if you really, yeah, basically, Darcy. So be there for her if that's what you really want to do. Be there for her when she's ready and wants you to be there for her. But if you feel used, and that's because you let that happen. You know what I mean? Yes, if you're 22, Pope, and you're a bad boy, you basically, you know, don't give a shit, get in fights all the fucking time, can't keep a job, got a bunch of tattoos. Yeah, no, but when you're older, a bad boy is I hope I did. I know girls are very, very, fickle and just, um, hell, we think we know what we want, but yep, pretty much, Darcy. I I but I don't know though. I've always been attracted to older guys, and they've always been a little bit more mature than. Okay, so I'll say one thing though, guys. It doesn't matter how old they get. Don't grow up. They don't. They don't grow up. Some are better at hiding their immaturity, but they don't grow up. It's always there. Well, maybe later on we could talk about it. Yeah. But girls are very, very. Hell, I am a girl, and I could barely, write a book and to help people understand about women. However, we are very selfish, greedy. Exactly, we're very selfish, greedy. Like all, like it's. I mean, to a certain extent, all about us. Like I totally love my fiance, and I do everything I can for him. But it's still at the end of the day, I think about, me and me. But that's just being honest. Like, that's just how girls are. The frick? I just look at the army guy. Yeah, married, woman marries all the time. The dude ends up getting cheated on because he's gone most of the time overseas or whatnot, etc. So it's just like this big, just crazy. Yeah, basically. And that's one of those things, and that's why I tell everybody, like, my fiance is like perfect. He knows. I mean, he knows when to like let me be bitchy or have my attitude or whatnot, but he also knows when to be assertive, and he's always supportive and just protective, and I just feel safe. And there's just so many things. I mean, he's part of the reason why I'm as confident as I am. Well, it's you're at the age though that you're gonna have to date people to even know what it is that you want in a partner, because you have like this preset like Disney fairy tale of what you want, expectations. Well, it ain't like that. Like no matter what, nothing your partner's gonna have a flaw, but that's when you learn to pick and choose your battles. So you have to date people to know what you want. Because you only think you know what you want, and you could end up marrying the wrong person because what you thought holds value in a relationship, you find out doesn't. You know what I mean? So you need to date people to find out exactly what you want. That's why I don't think people should. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's, you gotta maybe think about that common denominator. is what I'm saying. Of course, Sarah, that's awesome. But there's something, maybe you're too sweet. Maybe you're, and that's a thing. Being too sweet's a thing. Being too controlling is a thing. Like, that's what you gotta find, that happy medium. However, a lot of girls are just fucking bitchy, selfish, greedy sluts. So, you never know. With that said, you do gotta date to find out what you want. And I don't think people should get married until they live together. Because that's, like, another way that you truly get to know somebody. Like... Yes, that is 100% true statement. Nice guys finish last. I don't know if I'm gonna go live, but thank you, Pope. Okay, that's a little harsh, Darcy. Okay, but Darcy's right, and so that's why but you don't have to be masculine all the time. Like I said, though, it depends on the maturity level of the girl you're seeing. So you do need to know when to be sensitive, and you do need to know when to be assertive. And so it's not necessarily needs a masculine man. Like, you can have, a man that's not all, muscle. I mean, that's what people understand as masculine, Darcy. It's just... Exactly. And that's where it's that's why you need to date a lot of people, to figure that part out. Look what I'm gonna have a piece of. It's a freaking pumpkin roll. Oh my god, yeah. That's not enough. That's not enough. That's as fucked up as that sounds. See what I'm saying? Like, that's like a fairy tale, the way you're talking. Well, yes, there's ways to treat women, but women are not like nowadays like they were back when your dad and your mom, were courting each other. Like, it's not like that anymore. At all. Like, like giving your girlfriend your high school ring, your is not the same as it used to be. That's not how it is nowadays. It is depressing and sad. But that's also why I am engaged to a way older man, is because it's a pumpkin roll. I'm attracted to that gentlemanly, like, hold the door open for me. As you can see, give me flowers. But he's also, like I said, assertive. He's supportive. He's encouraging. He has a great sense of humor. There's so many different factors that come into play, but I'm also old-fashioned. I'd rather be barefoot pregnant in the kitchen and let him, support our family.
Mm-hmm. 100% what Darcy said. Mm-hmm. And now, given the way that you have been with this girl, that's going to be hard to do. But I guarantee you, start setting those boundaries, and at first she's going to be like put off and maybe be upset, but don't let that deter you, because she's only upset because she thought she had you wrapped around her finger. So keep doing that, and she's going to realize what she had and what she's losing. Hopefully that will be the case. God, that's delicious. That was a really good way of explaining that, Darcy. Like a really good way. So, whoops. That was a really good way of explaining that for 100%. Like, I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, of course. I hope so, Tyler. It's like, I hope that you, like, because it sucks, because like sometimes people, when you give them like criticism, even though criticism for some reason has been like deemed negative. No, criticism is not always negative. Criticism could be positive. Yeah, but that's the thing is like I'm surprised like people still have that fairy tale like sense of wonder. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing that there are still families out there trying to instill that sense and that romantic atmosphere. It's nice that men are still trying to teach that to their children. However, I mean, that's like teaching someone. It's like bringing a knife to a gun show. Like, basically, it's just because not enough people are still teaching that way to their children. It's a dying thing. So whereas we call it fairy tale, he's been raised that way. That's just how he... Exactly. And that's just how he saw it. He's probably always seen his dad, treating his mom right, or treating women with respect. You know what I mean? Like, to him, that's not a fairy tale. That's how he should treat his women. Unfortunately, we realize that it's used to be a thing, and it's just not anymore. I say that too. Tell everybody, man, like, I totally belong in the 50s, like late 50s, early 60s. That's where I would have been like comfortable, and like that's my era, my generation. However, except I'm too mouthy. Like, literally, I probably would have ended up in prison because motherfucker would have tried to hit me because I said something back, and I'd have probably murdered him. So it's just like, out in the open and in public, in the eyes of other people, men were respectful, treated women good, all the door opening shit. But that was just a fake little facade, because at home and behind doors, like, they were getting beat, or it was hella controlling and they weren't happy, like, stuff like that. Okay, so yes, Darcy to a certain extent, but to me, the boundaries part, yes. I would say the social status part, yes, but I was attracted to the military aspect of that social status. And he's definitely not one of the top earners, but he's definitely comfortable. But you do need to value yourself, and you need to know yourself, that you're worth it, and know your worth, so that you can make sure that others know your worth. It's funny you say go back to the 80s. Girl, I was born in 86. Like, what the hell? I remember those days, like, talking to my family, and they'd be like, we'd be talking about something, and I'd be like, oh man, well, back in the day it was like the 70s or 60s, and then, I'd be talking about like, oh my god, that's ancient history, and they're like, motherfucker, I was like 12 or 15 or 18 that, and that I was like, oh shit. Okay, women don't want to be disrespected, but they do want, like, we act like we want to be on, like, put on a pedestal, but no, we want to be just like a little kid. We want to be, we want to have rules, and we want to have but okay, see, and that's another sad thing, because Darcy, you're right, for the most part, the majority of men that are fake or are nice are fake, and it completely changes once they know that they have you in their grasp. But I can tell, like Tyler is genuinely like a softie. Is like, reminds me of my ex, actually reminds me of my oldest son's father, because he's not a cheater. He's only been with like literally 5 women since he was 19 when he lost his virginity. As far as sex, he's very loyal, but he's very also just controlling and just mentally abusive, and so it's like it has its pros and its cons. Like, yes, they do. But Darcy doesn't mean like disrespect, but like smack him around and treat him like shit. What he means is basically put in their place to a certain extent, like know your role type attitude. Yes. Not, but they do want rules. That's what they need, is those rules, that stability, that tough love. And yeah, and I knew what you meant by disrespected. Yeah, let her live her own life, but at some point, if you want to be with her, both your guys' lives become, your guys' lives together. And so basically letting a girl do what she wants, when she wants, how she wants it, while you're trying to show her that you care, she's totally not taking you seriously. She knows that you'll be there for her whenever she wants, no matter what, and she'll just do whatever she wants. If she knows that she's going to lose you, that is when she'll start shaping up. When, like Darcy said, when you start to give her boundaries. And boundaries aren't for her, boundaries are for you, so you don't let yourself get hurt or manipulated or taken advantage of. Boundaries are for you, not her. And a lot of people believe in love. Everybody believes in love. Just everybody's idea of what love is different. Yep, exactly. And she may not even like realize she's using you, but she's using you. She may not be thinking in her head, oh, what a D-bag pushover, like, I'm just going to take it for what he's got. Those little things that you say she does to show you that she cares is because she does care. But not to the extent of how you care about her. Yes. But caring about somebody is completely different than loving them. Oh, totally, 100%. Once, like Darcy said, once you start putting up boundaries, once you start Well, okay. So, okay. So, Tyler? Do you understand what we mean by boundaries? Okay, exactly. Okay, so in your earlier comment, you said you just want to be treated right. Well, now you need to think about. Thank you, Sarah. You have a wonderful night too. And I love your vibe and your positive attitude. Just want you to know that I really like that, Sarah. You have a good night too, girl. So yeah, you said you wanted to be treated right. So that is going to be your boundary. But don't start out having these unrealistic boundaries. But what I mean, so the boundary means don't all of a sudden just be like, bitch, like you better start treating me right, or, because that ain't going to work either. You give a girl an ultimatum and you'll lose. But you need to slowly start implementing that boundary. Like, next time, you ask her to do something and she says no, don't react, don't say anything, say okay, and then the next time she comes to you and asks you for something, say no. And she might get pissy, but after a day or two, she's going to ask you, why did you say no? And then you're going to tell her, you say, because I have, self-respect, and as much as I care about you and as much as I love you, all you do is hurt me. And you may not realize that you hurt me, but you do. And so in order to protect myself, I have to put up this boundary now and not let you take advantage of me. Yes, to a certain extent, Darcy. Darcy's 100% correct. Don't cry over, like that boundary setting. Don't cry if she doesn't react the way you want her to react when you tell her, like, you have a boundary, like that type of thing. Crying to a, sad movie where, like Old Yeller or some shit like that, that's different. But yes, Darcy's 100% correct as far as, 100% correct. God dang, 100% correct. Like, a girl does not want to hear, I just love you so much. We don't want to hear that. Now, like I said, if you start to tear up while you're watching some sad-ass movie, like, that's different. That just shows you have a heart. But, yeah, there's a difference. And that's why it really takes till you get older to even fully understand, like, the full, like, all of it. And I keep telling everybody, like, even with my oldest son's father, like, I totally loved him. I still love him in a different way. Like, I don't ever want anybody to hurt him either, because I don't like that I hurt him, but it's just, there's just a whole different story for that story, but, he would do that whole crying, like, it's just completely different. However, and then I met my fiance, and I realized, even with my oldest son's father, like, I did love him, but it was still, like, the strongest I'd ever felt for somebody. Like, my fiance really showed me, like, how I feel what love is. But like I said, my children really showed me what true unconditional love is. You will do anything for that person. Like, you never want that person to be hurt. You just want to shelter and protect and just prevent any negative or scary things to happen to them. That is love. Yeah, that's love. And I just got hella goosebumps on my arms too. It's crazy. But okay, I have to charge my phone, and I'm gonna actually go take a bath and shit. So if you guys are gonna be on, that's true. Like, that is so true. He doesn't cry about. Actually, you'd be surprised. He doesn't cry about anything. But, like, there will be a couple times where I'll catch him, like, kind of like, you could see, like, the eyes watering a little bit. And it's the gayest and cutest thing ever. And it's over the most silliest, like, actually, come to think about it, usually what gets his eyes to water is some sort of, like a paying respect, or like a giving, homage to, like, army people, like when they return home and the whole city's like, oh, I love you, then he'll just see his eyes like water up. I'm like, you are so cute and silly.
that does make him tear up. But you're right, no crying. Oh, I'll tell him all the time, I was like, you're a damn robot. Because the military trains you. You get beat down and built back up. They train you to disconnect. That is how people can go to other, places. And, I mean, basically, to be blunt, is to shoot, to kill, to, it's either you or them, type attitude. But you get trained to disconnect. You get trained to that's the only way I can put it, is disconnect. So sometimes I'll tell me the robot. Yeah, no problem, Tyler. No, they break you, but you let yourself be broken to be taught. It's good. I hope it did. I really hope it did. And it was honestly a lot to take in, actually, all at once. So exactly, Darcy. Exactly. That's a whole different psychological aspect of it. But that is true. Like I get called a whale all the time. I'm like way hella confident, and I know I'm like conceited for like what it is that I physically am, I should say, but I'm good with me. I'm totally like, I'd fuck me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm awesome. But it's just all about confidence, and but being bullied growing up did make a huge ass difference. That like, I know what you're saying, Darcy. Anyways. I'm gonna go. Then you're a beta. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. When I think about beta or alpha, I think of beta fish, or I think of like, well, college. Exactly. Which usually means admitting defeat and adapting, overcoming, and achieving. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you, Tyler. I'll get a hold of you. But right now I'm gonna charge my phone and start running my bath water. So, but yeah, Darcy, you gonna be on later too? If so, I want you to come back and join. Okay. Well, I'm not getting on YouTube or TikTok. YouTube first. I'll get on YouTube first. Yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.